Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I've gone from my large box yesterday to this tiny little one. It's just a little tiny tree decoration chocolate. It's got one of my favourite chocolates in, Godiva. I just love them, they are so nice, but it's just a little tiny box that actually you can hang on the tree. The base doesn't come off, so that's handy. And it's just got a little sentiment on the side. But how cute is he? Just thought perfect for a little Christmas tree gift. So I'll show you how to make him. So to start off with, you're going to need a piece of cardstock, so whatever base colour you want to go with. I'm with Very Vanilla because this works with the sweet. And this piece of cardstock is 4.5 by 3 inches, which is 11.5 by 7.5 centimetres. And I'm simply going to score all 3 sides at 3/4 of an inch, which is 2 centimetres. And while I've got this piece of card in my hand, I'm also going to score my lid, which is exactly the same. So it's 4.5 by 3. 11.5 by 7.5, and we're going to score at 3/4, which is 2. But I'm actually going to use my cardstock here as my shim and score, as I said, at 3/4 of an inch, which is 2 centimetres. All 4 sides, one more to go. There we go. So you have both pieces scored ready. So we'll make our base up. So we're going to fold and burnish these score lines, and exactly the same with every box, we're going to cut those 4 corners into tabs by just creating little wedges. Always the same principle for this sort. And then one more just here. Oops. Come here. There we go. So that's that bit done. And then we just simply need to add some adhesive. Where are my scissors? There we go. So teeny tiny piece of tear and tape. Might be a bit long actually, but that's okay. We can sort it. One there, and last one in the corner. Just there. That one's a little bit long too. So with the bits that are long, I'm just going to take that backing off and just tuck it over so it's folded over on itself. Make that bit. That's very kind of you, thank you. Tuck that piece in to there, and then the same with this one, because this one was a bit long, so I'm just folding it over back onto itself. And then the last one, just fold it over, and there's my little base for my delightful chocolate to sit in. These won't make it to the Christmas tree, I can tell you that now. And then exactly the same for our lid. So we're going to fold and burnish. If you haven't tried these chocolates, I definitely encourage you to. They do come in a bar of chocolate. They also come in a box. Have lots of them. They also come in a box, so you know you can decide whether you have a box or a bar, but they are divine. And I do have to confess to treating myself to one every day, whilst I've still got them anyway, until they're all gone. But I treat myself to one a day when I finish crafting and I'm just clearing up my craft desk and tidying up, and I just treat myself to one little chocolate. Why not? Okay, so before I adhere this, I want to make my hole in the top. Now, if you have a handheld punch, that's absolutely fine. I don't. I've got cat hairs all over this. So this is my sponge from my dye brush. So you get this sponge when you get the dye brush. Obviously you pop your dye on there and you run it over. Well, I don't need to do that because I haven't used a dye. But what I do need to use is my piercing tool. And so if you want to measure, that's absolutely fine. You know me, I eyeball most things. And I am going for that being the centre. Now with this being DSP, it will be quite easy to tear. So what you need to do is pop your point where you want it, and then I actually use my fingers to sort of stretch the paper very slightly, just to stop it pushing in, tearing, ripping, creasing, whatever. So I've literally just created that tiny little hole. As I say, if you've got a paper puncher, a paper or a handheld punch, let me try that again, then obviously that's fine. It will be tidier and it certainly will be neater on the inside. But to be honest, I wasn't even looking at the inside when I opened this because I wanted that chocolate, so it doesn't matter too much. And I've then gone and used some of the copper trim, which obviously goes with our delightful copper that we have in this gorgeous DSP. And then I'm just going to make a knot, fold it sort of in half. I don't know what I've done there. No, that needs to go that way. And then obviously I just need to make sure that my loop is, I don't know, a good enough size for going over the branch of your tree, not too big that it will look ridiculous, not too small that it's fighting. So maybe about 1 inch, that's what I've gone with. Trim those ends away, and then all you need to do then again is just fold this back in half and then pop it through your hole that you've created. Okay, and then don't tug on it because you'll pull the knot through the hole, and then the whole plan of doing that will have gone out of the window. So don't tug on it, just put it in, and there you go. There's your lovely hanging thing, loop. And then I need my snail that has, oh, it's there, it's hiding. And I'm just using snail because, as I've said previously before on other projects, it's just DSP. I don't need the strength of tear and tape or anything like that. So I'm just using snail, and again just fold 2 up. Nearly forgot my 1/2 inch circle punch to just take a little noggin out of the box. There we go. Pop it on. Going that way. Pop it on, and then tuck these ends in. There's 1. There's 2, and there is your hanging chocolate box. And now all I need to do now is to add my sentiment. So I've gone still with obviously Christmas Gleaming because that's my sweet I'm using, and my Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas on my block, and I'm going to use Night of Navy for this one. So just ink it up, stamp it on. Just give that a quick clean. And then I've actually left an edge to this one, just really to make it stand out a little more. Again, freehanding, but obviously if you feel better using the trimmer you can. I do find I struggle with very small things like this to cut on my trimmer, so I do prefer to do them by hand, and obviously with big scissors it's far easier. There we go, nice little banner there around the edge of the sentiment. A couple of small dimensionals on the back, and then take those off. Oh, crumbs. And I actually popped this on the side there, because I think if they're hanging on a tree, it's not really much use unless you put them at the bottom, whereas if they're hanging you will see those bits. And there are my Godiva boxes, because that's the chocolate. Aren't they cute? Hanging little presents. Hope you like them. Hope you're going to go away. And they're really good for scraps of DSP as well. Perfect. Have a great day, and I hope to see you all again soon.